again, the convergence of blockchain and AI. Now, with AI, you can expect within this year, we're going to see deep fake so real, you cannot tell the difference. People watching this on live stream, they will not know what's in here.
We're not here.
We're having dinner somewhere else. So to counter that, you need some form of digital watermark. That is actually a cryptographic evidence
that you're
this is real.
Yeah.
It's my signature, his signature.
Who puts that? The tech companies? By the way, they're so excited at the back. They're trading crypto on the back of these comments.
It's all your fault. No, we control our private key. It's going to be public
It'll
key.
be personal.
We'll have control.
It's going to be like your irises, your fingerprints. It'll be a digital.
But it's stored on blockchain, witnessed by the global population.
Everybody knows.
Cannot be faked.
Yeah. But does this change everything for just capital markets?
It will. Yeah, I mean, my gosh, if we could tokenize bonds and stocks tomorrow, one of the great things that BlackRock is being accused of is how much vote we have. I wouldn't vote anymore because we would be able, through tokenization, to know the owner of record instantaneous, and each owner of record will do their proxy voting. I would love that outcome. No, but it would democratize investing in all ways that we can't imagine.
Even political systems, how you vote in a country can be changed by that.
And do you think that, again, the Trump administration will accelerate that?
I think they're moving that direction. How far they actually will go remains to be seen.
But if you do have a digital validator, like your fingerprints or your irises, I mean, you could tokenize voting. You could do everything. And so it will change how we think and how we live and what we do. And
we've been talking to some Southeast Asian governments, including Malaysia, Thailand, Philippines, Indonesia. All of them historically have the populations who are treating black market, bitcoins, and what have you. But now the governments are realizing U.S. is driving a global policy shift. So they're now doing something very clever. They're saying, you know what, we're going to issue a new form of digital ID to every single citizen. Along with that is a digital wallet.
Which Brazil,
that's when people
Brazil and India has already done.
You're both so.
I mean, if you ask me right now, the thing that is not talked about enough, but is coming to your neighborhood faster than you think, this AI revolution is not made up. It's not overhyped. You are already, they're probably, I know I was talking to some people backstage who are associated with businesses here in the Hartford community. I guarantee you, you're going to start seeing shifts in white-collar work as a consequence of what these new AI models can do. And so that's going to be more disruption, and it's going to speed up.
The thing that terrifies me is apparently there are still some financial institutions that will accept a voice print as authentication for you to like move a lot of money or do something else. You say a challenge phrase and they just do it. That is a crazy thing to still be doing. Like AI has fully defeated that. AI has fully defeated most of the ways that people authenticate currently, other than like passwords, but all of these like fancy, you know, take a selfie and wave or do your voice or whatever. I am very nervous that we have an significant impending fraud crisis because of this. We have tried, I think other people in our industry have tried to sort of warn people like, hey, just because we're not releasing the technology doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Some bad actor is going to release it. This is not a super difficult thing to do. This is coming very, very soon. And, you know, there's obviously some reports now of these sort of like ransom attacks where people have the voice of your kid or your parent and they make this urgent call. That is going to get so compelling. Society has to deal with this problem more generally, but people are going to have to change the way they interact. They're going to have to change the way they verify, like this person calling me. Right now it's a voice call, soon it's going to be a video FaceTime. It'll be indistinguishable from reality. And teaching people how to authenticate in a world like that, how to think about, you know, the fraud impacts, this is a huge deal.
Does the Prime Minister foresee a decline in religious tolerance in the near future in Singapore?
I do not foresee, I have already seen. That is the secret of tolerance. That you have a generation in charge, like me, by and large secular in our approach, definitely in how to govern a country, and only too ready to concede the spiritual to personal beliefs, to whichever religion or religious group can convince you. Provided the two are kept separate, that the religion contests your right to believe in certain values, but not to the extent that you push a government into implementing those values at the expense of other groups. Muslims tell me that's not possible. Islam is a total, all-embracing philosophy. The charismatic Christians tell me the same. And if this goes on, we're going to have unpleasantness. My simple position is, let's stop it before it's too late. It's all silly. However hard the Christians can try, they are not going to make Singapore a Christian society. It's just not possible. So I tell these Christian groups, let's have a sense of proportion. Let's live and let live. You're not going to change the world. Maybe you change a few individuals for a very brief period of time, maybe a few years. He gets excited and he's seen the light. But he's got to live. I think sensible, sensitive, but firm government will ride this patch. Soft government, trying to accommodate everybody, will lead to big mischief.
Good education means to create disobedience. When they ask me, what's good education? I said to create dissatisfaction, to create disobedience. I teach creativity and dissidence. And usually, the first class, when I go to my class, I tell them, I cannot teach creativity. I cannot teach dissidence. But what I can do is to undo what education did to you. Creativity is to use our common sense, to use our brains. But education prevents us from losing our brains. We use the brains of our professors, and we quote them all the time. We never quote ourselves, and we lose self-confidence by education, because that's how the educational system serves the political system. Each political system has a system of education to control the mind of the people. Without controlling the mind of the people, you cannot rule them. You cannot dominate them. And this is universal. And the education system is more or less a police system to control the mind. It's like to veil the mind, in fact. So my mind was veiled when I graduated from the medical college. I was a very good surgeon, very good physician, but I was ignorant of what's happening in the world. I asked myself, why people become poor? Why the society is divided to poor and rich and classes? Why men oppress women, etc. So this questioning, we are prevented from these questions by education. We become obedient to the system, to the professors, to university. And what is dissidence? Dissidence is to say no to a system that is very unjust. If the law is unjust, I have to break it. It's my right. This is common sense. Creativity means common sense. But when we are educated in a very fragmentary way. We receive pseudo-knowledge, not real knowledge. So I had to re-educate myself.
Assalamu alaikum ya Jamaa. We made it. We made it. Congratulations. If you come across this content anytime in the future or in the past, you made it. Congratulations. Because myself, I be done the one that say come. When should we they go? When should we they go launch in a 2027 campaign? You know, because everybody is gearing up. Tinubu is way ahead and his gang. Following closely is Atiku Abubakar with his ADP, ADC, or whatever they call the amalgamation of, you know them. Distant third is the obedience and their leader, Peter Obi. Don't know where they are, but we know they are here. You know, there's no need to take their disorganizing nature for granted. No need to take their Venezuela nature into you know, I think at this point that to just watch, let's just watch and see what they have up their sleeve, because I saw them talking now only 4 people they tweet in the room 4 years ago, and those 2 people break the internet. Those people, they break beaver. They make from those people cause glitches, you know. So I think this time around, I'll finger crossed, I'm watching. They may have something that could stop the whole electoral process. Who knows? But they're up there. So the only person missing in the race, I mean, Kwankwaso is neither here or there, but we'll see. We won't take him out of the. He's struggling to make the qualifying mark. He's struggling to get into the finals. So I was wondering, when should we go announce his candidacy for 2027? You know, many ways don't go. I said there are many ways to market, right? He has taken so many routes, but none of them they sell. You know, he did bad 10 days, bad government, whatever. That don't work. He did, I mean, all kind of shit. So, but finally, I think it got the attention of the bloggers and the content creators and few media, you know, and every other political jobber in the system. Talking about no other president, Falana. Anyway, let's look at Showore's game and his flaw, how far, where he go, because the poll no carry him since. The poll that I've been, you know, carrying out, none of them capture him. But I think it don't show himself. Let's look at this strategy and how he intend to stay relevant in 2027. He's a man with $1 billion dream and a knack. Not be knack, what you know now. You both they speak for it. And flair. That's him now. You go too big, you know. And love. He won't be president. However you want to interpret that one, that's what it means. He has $1 billion dream and a knack for making noise. I mean, I think that's a perfect requirement to clinch that position of post of the president. I mean, Trump was in the media in our face for about 40 years. Who can beat that? It's a time where media is the deal. If you can navigate the media, you get the attention of billions, millions of people. You are in. You're winning. That's what it's about. It's all about popularity, right? It's a game of popularity contest. So the man no get billion, has no billion in his pockets. Politics is a popularity contest. No get billion for Keto, but he has a burning ambition to sit in Aso Rock. Hey, isn't that everybody's dream? Maybe Nigerian's dream. I mean, some people get to it. They sit down there twice talking about the late Buhari, Mohammed Buhari, and then Obasanjo. So if they can do it, I can do it too. Let's show it for you. And only time, prove you right or wrong. Playing it with the metro, protest, rally, causing up to burial names, even getting arrested. It's all part of the game, you know. You don't get money to make noise. Just because the most important thing, you just got to be in the conversation. That's why I expect to be even leading to 2023. This motherfucker has not been in power for over a decade, but goddamn, he's everywhere, right? So Bola Tinubu, they see that, he saw today, know what the time is, invested heavily in the media. So the ability for you to constantly be in people's consciousness is what matters in this time and age. So Obi is there, he has his obedient movement going strong. That one, you don't need to pay for media anymore. Them themselves, they are force multipliers. Anyway, so Sowore no get that kind of thing. He has to be in everybody's face by fire, by fire. And, is it working? We'll get into it. So it's all part of the script, my friend. Keep the headline buzzing, keep the people talking, love him or hate him. You can't ignore him. That is the plan, isn't it? Stay loud, stay relevant, and maybe, just maybe, the presidency isn't too far for reach. No, it's not too far. Anyway, you mention any presidential candidate, you can mention Sowore name. So I mean, that is more than a starting point. Not be everybody they measure in name for Nigeria where they go attach to presidency. That's a history we talk about it. Those are the people, those are the history makers. But it's hard for me to take him serious at this point. Maybe the next couple of years, 10 years from now, looking at 2035, 2039. If it's still here and it keep going strong, yeah, I might take him serious at that time. But now, it's hard for me to take him serious because he's a man who has a political party, and I keep arguing that Nigerian political scene, there are only two parties. Now, well, we used to have PDP, which is metamorphosis to APC pretty much. And we have AAC and the rest. That's pretty much the two party we have. But unfortunately, I don't know where the AAC platform is for protest, it's for viral content creation. I don't get it. Because this party has been here for the past almost a decade, if not more. I could be wrong. I don't think they've been able to recruit more than 100 people between that time, launch and now. And that's if that is serious ambition, then I'm worried. Because you can't have a political party centered around young people. And this is the age of youth. This is the age of young people. There's no time in Nigerian history that I want to argue that young people are more politically conscious than now. I'm not talking about when I'm young, I'm talking about Gen Z's downwards. They know what's up, thanks to the information revolution. So if you cannot build your party around these people, it's hard for me to take you serious. I don't want to believe Obi is more connected to the young people than you do. I mean, that's ridiculous. So, the antics that you are putting right now is uncomfortable. You have everything. My Coach Lati Obisheswan, used to say that speed, God is not partial when it comes to speed. He put it on the ground for everybody. What it means is that the harder you tap, the faster you go. Doesn't matter who you is or where you're coming from. The harder you tap on that ground, he's going to come. The speed is going to come. So I don't understand. You have a political platform. Nigerian youth are hungry as ever before, want to be active and get. Matter of fact, they are doing it their own way, without anybody organizing them. And Sowore cannot just see that good mind, and there are examples everywhere. Malama, South Africa is the same thing. And that is my beef and my hunger with PDP today. You have every structure that you can think of as a political party, but you can't build it around youth. Sowore started as a youth. Up to today, we still boast as a youth president. But you cannot boast of 100 followers. Man, who say 100,000 followers, think you'll be asking for too much. My brother, I greeted you. Did yours? Now, Tuesday, Jonathan, I won't come back. All those things now distraction. Did yours? Leave those people. I know, yeah, I don't know how the. This is a flaw of the establishment. If I have to be using that word now, Nigeria, the oligarchs, right? Those are big words that my people might not. The cabal, cabal self is fragmented. Every place they go, but there is a central cabal. I think we should know that by now. Those class of 66, as we once referred, they are still very much in control of things. Now, them just they choke the air with all these. With the question we should be asking ourselves: why good luck come out in the first place? Good luck removal was the convergence of the whole world. When I mean the whole world, every power interest, home and abroad, came together and said this guy had to go. So the idea is that the Umbrica come back. I mean, leave those things. Come back to where? Leave those things. They just want people to be. They're not going anywhere. Obi is not good. No, see, I talked about before. I still don't believe Obi is foolish, politically speaking, for him to join any rubbish, either go back to PDP or go vice to Atiku. Anything outside him continue solo is dead, politically speaking. So he's not going to win 2027, but he can win it at the same time. How do you mean he can win it? Just go and better yourself 6 million and see how the whole continent rally around you come 2031, even if you don't want to be president. So the good luck of a thing is people should not take it serious. They won't come back. Come back to do what? I mean, leading to 2023, there's something that I said constantly. The obedience, to be precise, I always refer to them. Learn two things as you go through this electoral process. Learn the country you call Nigeria and the political process that is at play. If you fail to understand these two things, they go just they use you like mumu, like food, everything you just fall into it. That's what it means. If you look at the Nigerian power composition, you just say, "Oh, big block." How? What the fuck is good luck? He's gone. His time is past. Even at this point, say, Messi, they thought, say, Atiku has had more than enough as a vice president. There is nobody for him to be able to attain that. That's it. That's it for him. He has much, but it's a bit more than he can chew. He should go and sit down. Talk of I'm teaching a military era where all these men, where you khaki come back here. It's not going to happen. It's gone. It's gone. He knows he no go feel win, so he will not even entertain. He not going to even try out. But of course, it's part of the establishment too now. So you always play along in terms of rhetoric, in terms of proposition, artists. Yeah. But say, come on, how? Like, people don't understand the force that is at work when it comes to Nigeria in terms of power. Like, when men they thought say they do noble, they are too they don't too old. When do you think that narrative is coming from? It's coming from men that want power, the OB class downward. The men, all those young guys will be 45, 50, 55, 60, 50s, who are rampant, especially those that were born after the Civil War, who will the power now. Now then they push that permutation. Fear those motherfuckers. Don't forget good luck here. Don't forget good luck. Obi the last ride. He has to perform this come 2027. Perform means he has to get at least 6 million more. If not, he's done. Like, The deals. Forget good luck. Anything that any news that carries a good luck, they come back. Don't pay attention to it. It's of no use. It's just distraction. PDP know better. PDP want to make any comeback. They have to restructure they have to build all those are structured. They have to build them along young people. And as far if PDP really want to come back, not winning, but come back to winning ways by 2031, their presidential candidate come 2027 should be 35 to 45 years old. They are not going to win, no matter who they bring. They are not going to win. Tinubu is not going to lose. But they stand a chance of losing this their second position. This is their 10th governor, whatever Senate they are in, to ADC. That's what APC should be, PDP should be paying attention to. Because that ADC, oh my God, they're not going to win, oh, but the way they will take win governor seats and senatorial, and people will be surprised. They will be shocked. That's the movement that I see that is going on. So that in case Obi finally succeed in 2030 or anytime, they will fit tackle out from the house. You have to, I mean, there's a real planning going on. All this, don't I forget all those things. Serious business. Nigeria is at the crossroad. You are talking about bringing good luck and all those. Nah. Ain't gonna work. I don't know why. Again, Tinubu is not losing 2027. He hasn't done anything. And they follow now we sign up for turn by turn. Because now they have agreement with that. He hasn't done anything, not to deserve second time, not to deserve second time. He hasn't. Because people they suffer. That has nothing to do with him. It's not going to change it no matter what he do. So forget that one. The tragedy of the suffering don't start. Nobody feel reverse them. The suffer will enter chronic, will enter the point of no return. So he hasn't done anything at all wrong. You know, the only scam is the only problem I know they get now this demand from the US that Nigeria has to take refugees have been deportees. That's the only problem he's having right now. I say problem because I never see believes in Nigeria don't go collect deportees. I don't believe it. I don't believe. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Until 2035, 10 years from now, if we stop having that conversation and say okay, but for now, see deporting in our country, jail. They will come build beautiful jails in Nigeria soon. Beautiful. By the time they promise Nigerian elite 5 billion to build a correctional facility first, give them one penthouse for all the major cities around the world. Those motherfuckers go sign up. You want to become president, Abi? So that's the only issue. I know that my, spun out of control for him. And I don't see him giving in. Him giving in means the governing elite that's giving into that demand from the US. So other than that, Bola Tinubu hasn't done anything. All this noise about the North, they say, don't forget all those things. Today, just go back and listen to every other president. Normal thing with that. Those are people that understand how democracies work. That for you to get something, you have to give something. Doesn't matter if you are a sitting president. You can't just have all your policies or you don't just jollificate like that. You have to hold the president by the balls. You give me this, or you. So this is what the North is doing in terms of coming out to speak that the Bola Tinubu policy is skewed to that's a normal thing. That's a normal. Expected. It's part of the campaign process. Campaign never stop, remember? All year round. So no normal. So Tinubu hasn't fucked up yet for him not to deserve second term. From my own view, I see him. So his second term is not threatened by any move at all. In order for Atiku to become president in 2031, he has to build he has to have a party that is totally in control of it, since Wike do a strong team last one. So he learned, and that's what is in the move. All right, we'll listen to this. I like these people. This Sowore lieutenants. I like grammar.
Well, unfortunately, it's still the same as it was yesterday. So it is today and today and forever now. The road ahead is still very rough and tough. Mr. Sowore was invited as a law-abiding citizen of this country, who is very sure of his innocence. He obliged them to visit, and he was here this morning. He came alongside
these guys, man.
And the DCP Akin Fakorede showed 2 petitions. Unfortunately, the petitions were authored by the same police force that is accusing him of what they accuse him of. In the first petition, the police IG admin, using the police letterhead of the IG's office, petitioned Sowore for insulting the same IG and asking the same IG to use the same office to investigate him. Another petition emanated from the IG's mistress.
Okay.
Yemisi Kuti. She alleged that Omoyele Sowore has defamed him and accused her of being a mistress of the IG. Unfortunately, that allegation was also not made against Sowore but against Sarah reporters. Sowore informed them that Sarah reporters and Sowore are 2 different people.
Absolutely.
Yes. Firstly. Secondly, you cannot be
a judge,
the accuser, the judge, all in your own case. And he advised them that procedurally and otherwise, the petition itself is faulty. And as far as we're concerned, there is no forgery committed against any person anywhere. And whatever he has said or was said by SR is the truth. But if you doubt and otherwise, please, can I see the accuser so we can confront each other on the allegations she alleged I made against her? None of this was shown. Very fundamentally, the powers of the police to investigate crimes and criminal allegations does not inure or does not give the police the powers to settle personal vendetta and personal scores against Nigerians.
I love that.
The regulations and the police acts, regulations 367 and the police act of 2020 forbids a police officer from using his or her office to subjugate, to oppress, or to settle personal scores with or against Nigerians. Unfortunately, the police IG, illegal in court, has decided to use the same police force and to use the same powers vested in his office by the Constitution to oppress Nigerians for simply exercising their rights under Chapter 4, Section 39 of the Constitution, which is the right to freedom of expression and of the press. We have informed them that the invitation of Mr. Sowore on account of those allegations, his detention for every hour and every minute is unlawful.
Yes.
It's unjustifiable. It's illegal. It contravenes the Constitution and the Police Acts. And we are mandating them as a matter of law and urgency to release Mr. Sowore between now and the next 24 hours.
I love that.
If they fail to release Mr. Sowore on account of these spurious, unfounded, and illegal allegations against him, then they will have Nigerians to contend with.
I love that.
The right to the press, the right to speak, the right to demand for accountability and justice in the public space, the right to demand for due process of law, including in the police, is sacred and sacrosanct. There is no basis for promoting a girl that joined the police for barely 10 years.
10 years.
To the post of an SCP.
SCP. 10 years old.
Very fundamentally,
Yes.
the same Akinfa Korede, who is an SCP, that was invited to investigate this particular case, who now heads the IG monitoring unit, is 33 years in the police. And he has been given a duty to investigate a girl that is barely 10 years.
10 years. Yes.
In the police. Were it to be in a sane society, what man will accept such an
Assignment.
offer to carry out an assignment for a girl that is just barely 10 years?
10 years. 10 years.
I'm telling you.
It is what they have reduced policing.
Wanna feed that babe.
That
Wanna beef.
Testicles everywhere, boss.
A police officer informed me today that the police is now has been reduced to, he said, cow dung. If a policeman can so describe the police, then how much more the common man on the streets? The court judgments are replete with condemnations for the police force. The police has been regarded as an institution that is not in arms against the citizenry. This police force has lost focus and has lost track. It has become worse under this current IGP Egbete.
Free IG babe.
Let's join Oshioks Philip, National Organizing Secretary of the African Action Congress, who joins us from Abuja. We're going to be talking about the issues with the Lagos State LGA elections from a previous story. You're welcome, Phillips. Thank you.
Wanna free that IG babe.
And good evening, Nigerians.
Grand. Good.
Right.
Now,
Do anything
there
wrong.
are allegations that Nigerian police operations allegedly broke. Oh, I'm sorry. I did get that.
Well. Free Kuti. I call him IG babe. She did not do anything wrong. She played her game well and she got to where she is. Don't blame the game. Don't blame the player. Blame the game. She only took advantage of the loopholes that the system have for her, and boom, she's up there. So then a man now that would hail and say, man, it's a bit, baby. Let Kuti babe breathe a bit. Let IG babe breathe. If now your babe say you do the same thing, if the opportunity, if the system allows you. And that's what happened.
The marks are still on his of fact. And this is the third time the police authority will be this cruel on Omoyele Sowore. There was a time an officer, Altini, shot at him on his lap, and it called for a great concern. And then there was another attack on him whereby police officers broke his nose. The marks are still on his nose. And then this is the third attack on his person.
I am disappointed in Sowore and AAC. I am so disappointed. That's 10 years or more after founding the political party. 10 years after him being in the streets, claiming to be on the side of the people and the poor. These are your campaign talking points. How many times you've been detained and all that. I mean, that when you are coming into the arena, that's accepted. But come on now, show us what you have done. How have you been able to impact the ball? I don't forget about impact or whatever. Now, give us figures. How you are able to grow your party? If you know if you grow your political party, how the fuck do you grow grow Nigeria? How do you grow the country? How do you? I mean, there's nothing out there that can show that you can improve the relationship of Nigeria as it currently is, that you can improve the economic. I mean, there's nothing for you to show for it. 10 years. You don't they among us. They follow us, they run mad, they run street, they insult everybody. I mean, if your campaign strategy and your campaign talking point is still based on how many times you have arrested, how the police did it, I mean, come on now. This is it's insulting at this point. It's insulting. It's insulting. Even Obisef, no, they talk. But they say this is what he has. I mean, let's be. You have a political party for God's sake. Obi will no get party self, but he's still able to keep his movement strong and together. They are still going strong. But regardless of what you say about Obi, the fact that the movement is still pretty much where they left 2020, left in 2023 is something to be commended, because at least that's a consistency, right? You know, there's a little bit of comfort to that if you carry Nigeria as it is, give Obi, and the worst will happen, that we leave it the way it is. that's what it means. But on your own hand, if you look by your track record, if you follow your party trajectory, if we carry the country, give you, the country will vanish, because we don't know by a party see the SCF. Because the country of Nigeria will be gone. Everybody will be more of a banana republic than it is now. But that's what it is. If it is a political party, every time when they make news now, when say when they protest, when they go viral, like, does it make sense? It's a developing nation, for God's sake. There's a reason why they call it development. It's a development, so it means you have every opportunity to grow, to be developed. You have been entrusted with a political party, a small institution, develop it become wahala. If you cannot develop a small political party that has been entrusted to you, yes, now you found out, but the Nigeria guy that say, okay, we want to entrust our political future in this movement. If you cannot make it, if you cannot, nothing can be said about it for the past 10 years, then at this point, pack yourself, go one corner. That's a nuisance. We are asking 220 million Nigerians to trust you. Come on, AAC, small political party. Yeah? Your first 4 years now, the argument is that you were fighting. You're fighting the Kaba, you're fighting the system, don't take party away from you. Okay, they don't leave you to the party now. You've been in charge of that party for more than 5 years. Man, so we should not be at this point. If we see insults, we could call them out the way it is. You're insulting us. Get the fuck off the way. We could see clearly. Let's see which way Nigeria. What is the progress of AAC? They don't reach over. I mean, maybe over 100 elections has taken place for the past 10 years, from local government to presidential. One, no win. One, like. And you want us to give you Nigeria? I'll go take the win. Why? I'll go give you Nigeria. Let me see the exact day where this AAC party. Sure, will they find a AAC? I see the name. (1998), 2018. That's where AAC was formed. Okay. 7 years. They don't contest 2 presidential elections. 2. I beat 3 reserve. 2019 they contested. Then 2023. 3rd time now they go now. So we have hundreds, if not thousands, of elections between these 2 electoral cycles. So you know, we get a record to show for it. Forget if winning any electoral position now. let's see the growth in your party. What was the member in 2018 when you founded it? What is the numbers now? Like, at least show us something. Don't tell us that you are always in jail. It's a political platform. People who are complaining that the whole party revolve around you, you are beginning to prove them right. If you are still struggling to establish your party, to make your party known to any local government, most will look say, okay, that village, I no go area, and IAC constituent with that. Anybody that came out there to contest any political position will always win. Let's have something to say, okay, this is just like the obedience. Obedience, we all now South it strong. Whether you give them part, you no give them, they tell you say Southeast is a no-go area. You come here, we flog you. Just like the way Tinubu did with his action, with a party, Shena Action Congress or whatever that party was within the Southwest. He give up Obasanjo run for his money. The rest of PDP. Took PDP help before them be able to make inway. But they couldn't even take Lagos. That's a court followership right there. So where is that constituency? What is that thing, socially speaking, that AAC is dominating? This is a competition of ideas. Let's forget about the physical competition of position now. It's a competition of ideas. What is that idea that when you say AAC, you say yes, so there are this idea involved out of AAC, and this is how far it has gone. Come on abroad. So Sowore, at this point, we need the accountability. We need to come forward and tell us how far you have grown your party. Because the fact that it's as if we are asking for too much. If we say, okay, what are your chances if you even win at all? We're asking for too much. It's like we are asking a rock to turn to water. Let's say Moses do that in the Bible that year. But my point is, it's as if we're asking for too much. If we ask you to go and win a state election, we're asking for too much. We are not asking you to go win now. Let's see your idea winning things. Obedience surfaced out of nowhere nearly 4 years ago. Today, you hate them, you like them, they don't tell you, say nobody. Doesn't matter who you are. Whatever you are bringing to the Southeast, you know, go fit beat that ideology, that idea, that thing that's called obedience. You cannot. Now, these are people that can argue that if they give them the country, they can hold it strong. I believe them. What Bonibon and Obasanjo did, a whole military man who could not protect the land of the land as it was given to him in 1999. He seek back as he out. I go believe obedient pass. Say yes, if you give us this country, we go land that because they for the past 3 years going, nobody, politician who you are, doesn't matter how long you've been politicking for that area, it doesn't matter how much you have, you are not beating them. Now, these are serious motherfuckers. Now, how do I take you serious? Sowore and the OAC. Somebody should answer me. How do I, based on what? Going from one jail to another, joining, creating, but that's not what we want. It's serious times. Make argument that since the inception of this AACO, this is what we have achieved, and it's top notch. Nothing. So Sowore, at this point, you can do better. Go back to the creek. Just go walk. There's work to be done. You have the opportunity. Nigeria don't listen to you long enough. Nigeria even encourage you. From nowhere, you come from nowhere. You came in insulting every Tom, Dick, and Harry. There's managed with 30,000 Nigerians who follow you. That's a test. That's a test. It's a test. but you fail. So all these antics is just distracting us. I'd rather pay attention to the obedient, trying to understand this their strategy because it's new. I've never seen this kind of thing before, and I don't think I can take them for granted again because at least because they've done something. Now there were 4 people tweeting in the room, and that 4 people became thorn in everybody's flesh now, politically speaking. So they've proved something, they've done something, and they are still going strong. We're giving 30,000. You can't even, if I know, there's no way I will look in Nigeria and see that you're 30,000. Nobody I will look into it, those that say, oh, Sowore, this is Sowore 30K. I can't even look into your own state and say, this is Sowore 30K. Buhari even is dead. If you look into Katsina, you will see some millions there. If you look into Kano, you go see, you will see that follow. Where do I find the Sowore is? Where? They be there online before. Obedience don't wipe them out, come off online. Yeah, they are nowhere to be found. So I'm sure they are more serious things you should be worried about, you know. Before you come out the bombardiers that you can run the country, you can't. You can't. You can't. You are entrusted with a political party with a 30,000 votes. Where is it? Obi was giving 4 people just to tweet in the room. 4 tweet in the room. Those 4 people produce how many senators? How many? I mean, those are serious. So if Obi is making case that he can run Nigeria, I will listen, right? I will listen to Ram, you know. I will listen to Ram. I will listen to him. Even that to this point that it's so obvious that the whole establishment, the whole governing elites are against him. You know, everybody they fire him, home and abroad, from his village, you're talking about Sududo to everywhere he give our back boss. The followership is still, that's leadership. No matter everything that's been thrown at this man, guess what? That core followership is still there. That's the most important. That means if we give you Nigeria, no matter how they do, they push out around rich. America, China, everybody push around rich. Yeah, at least you will still keep it float. We will see there. That's what it means. That's what it means. That's what it means. That is small AC. If you give it 30K, you will not see you can't. You don't even know where they're there. You don't know where they are. I mean, like this. Listen to them. Maybe I know the.
We walk into the FCID as at yesterday, asking him questions, and he answered us to the best of his knowledge. But unfortunately, we were asked to return today, and only for us to get to the facility, and we heard that he has been transferred to where we don't know. And Omoyele Sowore was brutalized. He has a broken arm right now. I think the evidence of that is in the public domain. We have published that already. You can see the bandage, his bandaged arm.
Come now, yeah, would they with them break fire neck? Oh, it's a lose election. Dino, they say they are stretched at the camera. It's a lose election. This broken, it no go work. Uncle Sowore, it ain't gonna work, man. Go and walk. Go do the work. Go do the work. You know what to do. All these ones no go work. It's not gonna work. It's too late. There's another sheriff in time, to quote my amiable governor, His Excellency, the greatest governor of the greatest governor of all. Our own Monday, Paolo. Don't have it. There's a new sheriff in town. That is obedience. It's too late. They don't crush you. Internet where they control people. They decide. So where is Sowore core constituency? Where is his followership? 5 years ago, was in our youth, the Nigerian youth, we are, the revolutionary mindset people, blah, blah, blah. But they see the people that can say they are still with Sowore. I don't know. So breaking hand no go walk. Oh. They don't break people neck, break people leg. Still they still lose. I don't know by your hand. Breaking your hand will give you more than 30,000 votes. You have to try. You have to try a better strategy. Well, you see Obi now, they sit down with Almajiris, they dig ball, they share money. You think he's stupid? They still keep encouraging his base, his followers. If other Nigerians don't go fall for those kind of antics, but guess what? They keep that core base hungry. That's the most important thing.
And we're asking all Nigerians to begin to ask questions. What is the offense of this young man? This is a man who has laid down his life for Nigerians in diverse ways. The democracy we enjoy today, those who are beneficiary of it today, were under their beds when the moderation was field engaged.
Bola Tinubu has used that narrative. You know, work again. We fought for democracy, we fought for democracy. Bola Tinubu don't use that don't win the election. He don't finish. So they try. Those who fought for democracy don't finish it. They don't use that win the election. Those that fought civil wars, they use that win the election. The Obasanjos and the talking about fighting for democracy. Obasanjo carry democracy against civilians. They don't use that and win. So it's over. It's too late. Try again. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win. That's why Obi no gree use them. Obi say na product of the born out during the fight for democracy. So now the same, you fight democracy pass Obi just because you're in the street doesn't mean you are for you. In the one side they share money to support those who are so. However, you know go work again. That's why Obi no use them. Obi recognize what is happening, and it pains me. It pains me that Sowore claiming to be for the people, then for the people, cannot see the revolution that is taking place, and he cannot tap into that revolution. But that revolution is what Obi is tapping into. That the poor, the forgotten ones, the village people, those of us who know Sabi speak English, like our governor, those the dejected ones, the stinking ones, the Igbo smokers, those we have revolting. And in case you never can touch, you don't know, just look into direction of Donald Trump. Now those dejected, the deplorables, that's what brought Donald Trump to power. You might not like the leadership that these deplorables, with the forgotten ones, these village stinking people, you might not like the leadership we are putting before us to represent us. That is your own prerogative. I'm talking about nobody like Donald Trump, Monday Paolo. Hey, there's another young motherfucker raising up in New York as we speak. That's the future of Democrats, right? It is speaking to the reality of the average person on the street, hunger. You just they say Mogu, they speak up, they ask question. Where's the strength? Where's the strength to they ask question? Ask question, they put us for jail. No, that's not the point. Go back to those people that you claim to be fighting for and listen to them. I think there's a miscommunication between Sowore and everyday people. Because now when they don't mention a name among the big boys, that is it. Go back to the base, listen to them. Their reality don't change. You understand? Their reality has changed. So it's the fact that you can't even see the revolution that is woven around the world is behooves me. So that's where Obi is. Obi has seen that and Obi has tapped into it. Hate him or love him. Whatever I have to accuse Obi that is part of it. Yes, so he is. But guess what? He's doing something. He's doing the dirty job. Because going down with the people is dirty. Flying public transport, serving the people, eating with the people, that's a dirty thing to do among the elite. If you are born into that level, it is dirty for you to every day say you want to go back and forth with the ordinary people on the street anywhere in the world. So that is his crime, right? Yes, there's more work for him to do for the majority of people to come around to take him to that final destination. But Sowore, I think you've lost it.
So it is not an allegation, but a statement of fact that his arm was broken, and this is the third time he'll be brutalized by the Nigerian police force.
So, Mr. Phillips, how does this incident fit into the larger narrative of Sowore's history with law enforcement? You've just noted that this is the third time we're having such an instance. What does it suggest about the current state of political dissent in Nigeria?
Yes, these are individuals, the elites, trying to gag the social media space because they know this is the respite Nigerians have, the ordinary Nigerian on the streets also have. That we get information, we are able to engage the government in situations where Nigerians doesn't find palatable at all. And Omoyele Sowore has been a dissenting voice who has always spoken truth to power. And for him, he's an individual who wants every Nigerian to see themselves as equal as any other Nigerian. But again, they see him as a voice who sounds that voice of, that echo of liberation. So for them, taking him out is just the sure way for them to ensure that Nigerians are still kept in that captive way of that captive way of suppressing their voices, suppressing them as individuals. So Omoyele Sowore is that voice they don't want to echo that voice of freedom, that voice of liberation. So they'll go all out to ensure that they stifle him, they gag him, they harass him, they brutalize him, and they lock him up. And we're asking the government of today, produce Omoyele Sowore, because we don't know where he is right now. As at 6 a.m., they broke into the FCID facility and took him out, breaking his arm. So we're asking, why should he be kidnapped in the facility of the Nigerian police force?
Okay,
because
so Philip,
not giving us
Philip, I have a very curious question here. Philip, regarding his arm getting broken at 6 a.m. this morning, there are pictures that are online currently showing Omoyele Sowore with a broken arm. How did those pictures get out?
Yes, we may not tell you how it got out because we have our own ways of getting information. And besides, Omoyele Sowore is not just an ordinary personality. This is an individual who has contested presidential elections in this country twice.
No be. They know they copy
obedient. And he also has ways.
Wait, they know they copy obedient, Abi. These are the languages that train Obi lately. Obi is not an ordinary person. Obi is a national treasure. Obi is a national da. These are the. I mean, at the same script now, but. USID never go. USAID still there. They are still working. They just not remember the means and ways of them working. I just differ now. It's not a coincidence that the same words, the same way the thing they describe will be show what itself that they use out. New Central.
Of sending it out there. Look. If he hadn't done that today, Nigerians would not believe when we say his arm is being broken. And you can see the bandage on him. That is the bandage applied on him by the same Nigerian police force. But how the video got out or how the picture of that evidence we have today got out is not what we may want to disclose now.
Okay. But have the Nigerian police or the authorities who have him in custody also confirmed that he has an injury of such?
So would they expect the whole nation to pour in the street and start protesting, demanding for his release and arrest and all that kind of crap? Okay, people they are hungry. That's if you never understand. That's why I say it's as if this guy don't lost touch. If you want to pull out this stunt like this, so put some millions for street fence. Oh gosh, oh they go sit down with Tinubu. I can tell you how they do it. The obedience there, we get their way of the West District. That's not the time never reach. As soon as I don't get political party like this now, boom, rally don't start. I trust my obedience. So Sowore, if you want to pull out these stunts and you want the whole nation to be talking about it, it's as easy. See your popularity no day as the day before again now. There's a new sheriff in town. Obi is here. So you have to, all those way they do free of way, they catch fire free of charge. All those way they pay, you got double up, man. Price on high now. Actually, they enter jail like that, so you would, first of all, all the content creator now, set to everybody, then put a few million for street from each zone. And then go enter streets. It's all right.
Well, they've not given us any reason to say they injured him. They've not also told us who his whereabouts. But as we speak to you right now, he's not within the facility, the detention facility of the FCID. He has been taken out. A CSP from the IGP monitoring unit broke into that place as early as 6 a.m. and captured the Omoyele Sowore with the injuries he's having right now.
Okay, then. So Amnesty International has condemned the action as a flagrant abuse of human rights and due process. What steps can the Nigerian government take to address these concerns and ensure that, well, accountability?
Amnesty International is speaking up. Other civil society groups are also speaking up. But what we're asking is freedom, freedom, freedom. All we're asking is for him to be released, for him to gain his freedom, and for him to integrate back to the full society. That's all we're asking. There are so many civil societies who are on this issue as we speak right now.
Okay, and what are the potential legal implications of this incident? How might it play out in court, do you think?
Well, we are even of the opinion that if he has any issues, he should be charged to court. We as Nigerians, we are law-abiding. And that was why when they immediately issued him an invitation, we obliged. We walk into their facility feeling very relaxed as patriotic Nigerians. So as far as we are concerned, we want him released and want him released now. He has done no wrong. And if there are illegalities in the Nigerian police system, he's only speaking out to correct some of these illegalities. And we know one of the allegations on him was the fact that he had some defamatory engagements. And we know that has to do with the information we got, that has to do with the promotion on the decks of the IGP of police. You know, officers who are not even more than, or not up to 10 years in the Nigerian police force are already, you know, promoted to the rank of Assistant Commissioner of Police. And that's one of the allegations on Omoyele Sowore. But if that is true or not, the courts are there. Take him to court. And Omoyele Sowore, because he is a patriotic Nigerian, will make himself available and answer whatsoever allegation you have against him. But not this brutal style of trying to stifle him and then gag him to ensure that he kowtow to what they want.
Well, Mr. Phillips, I want to say thank you very much for joining us and giving us detail from your side on the issue with Omoyele Sowore. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you so much. God bless.
What Obi just try again. This your style no dey work. So let's go to people. Let's go to the movements. You are not making news. Don't try. This K1 of a guy, I don't know what was the shenanigan about their. It's not an headline that interests me maybe yet. So this Obi, can look for trouble. But I think this is what the news was talking about Jonathan of all the guys, man. Nigeria. People never understand Nigeria, just as we talk about US have a deep state, Nigeria said don't they get men who are entrenched in the way the current structure is, and they will die to make sure it continue. And they know. And again, we need to understand that power now is democratized. Maybe know they one place, they spread out. One person did that place, they don't want it. One day, all they are connected. So this, I'm saying that to say all this kind of headline, this kind of these are just the central power, and then just the distracted with all this nonsense. Jonathan offering will be you don't win already. You see, former presidential candidate of African Democratic Congress, ADC, Ndombe Kechuku, has explained as Labour Party president candidate Peter Obi is being pressured to drop his. What is was an article paid agents, pay advertisement, the other thing. Speaking at a press conference on Friday, Kashiku claimed that the former president, Goodluck Jonathan, offered Peter Obi a ministerial slot of coordinating minister of the economy if the former Anambra State governor withdraw from 2027 list backing. Yeah, man. All these countries, they make me dumb. These countries, doesn't make sense. So let's go forward. Let's go forward. This man like trouble. Obi know how to figure that. Obi know how to just steer. Obi know how to steer ports. Obi know how to steer. All these things will count for 2031. I swear. All these things. My word. All these headline. All this one-time presidency 5 times will count for him. to work for me in 2031. Peter Obi calls for 5 single-year presidential term in Nigeria. Okay, oh. Man is getting old, yeah. This is not camera, but they opine that the current system, which follow for 2-year term, should be scrapped and replaced with single term of 5 years, which is similar to what is being practiced in South Korea. This man don't go Korea again. Boy. Obi make the proposal during a visit to Bauchi on Friday, where he paid a courtesy call on Governor Bala Mohammed. This move, all these movements. Which we are in August, right? August, September, October. By the end of October, everybody would only know the meaning of all this waka because everybody now to be firm where you belong. There's no need of hiding. I'm with this. No. By the ending of October, going towards November, everything will start clear. Because as soon as we enter January, and our campaign don't start with that. For backbones. Anyway, I've said it before, and I want to repeat it here at the government house. If I have the opportunity, we would. You see that, and I have issue with people around this man. His choice of words at times. I mean, man, they make me not get confidence in at times. Like, what do you mean if I have the opportunity? Fuck all that shit. If I win, if you vote for me, okay, campaign never start. You can't say if you have voted for me. Okay. Campaign never start. You can say maybe that's why you are trying to be politically correct. If I have the opportunity, fuck all that shit. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. Go straight to it. Or just begin claim myself. My 5-year presidency, because there's no, you're already saying it now. Just put a date to you from 2027 to so this is what I'm going to do. And that's it. I mean, you're trying to steer a conversation, but it's not punchy enough, man. What are you scared of? I'm scared of. That's why I still believe that if there's anybody out there that is going to come and actually steer everything up, it has to somebody opposite Obi in the sense that maybe a businessman I like, but not politically entrenched the way Obi is into the current structure, but somebody who has no filter. That's it. It should be a single 5-year term so that leader comes in, focus, and do the work required of them. Focus and do what is needed. One of the biggest argument against this one time, whatever, is that we are not here a nation whereby we have a national agenda for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. We don't have it. We might have it on paper, but in political agreement, it's not there. That's not the focus. Power is still very much divided. So if we are at that level, then I go agree that, okay, somebody will want to take this project to this level. But a situation whereby there's nothing like that, define the whole purpose. That's not. But if I come in as a president, I do what I want now, regardless of the implication in long term, or if it doesn't go with the majority of the people, because I just have short time and let me do whatever the fuck that I want anyway. If you come your time, do it. We are still at that stage of conversation. So this idea of single term, short term is not going to work. What we see now is that the president govern for 1 year and then spend the remaining years focusing on the election. We must put an end to that. Let them do their job. Move on. You see, all these obes, this is just being half clever. The only reason why politicians are focusing on their re-election, it is because the opposition, there's no opposition. We're a one-party state system. There's no opposition. Because if opposition there, you will be focused on preparing the people. And by men seeing that you, opposition, you don't really care about my antics as a government, you are busy trying to broaden your vote on ground because you have the opportunity to do that. He doesn't have the opportunity. He, as a governor, person whoever is in the government, they're not going to think about re-election. The only way to think about re-election is to do what they promise. That's it. People wonder why Trump is getting so much popularity. There are some simple things that I say he go do it, they do have. You don't have to like it. Right? I mean, he shut the border up, even though he has nothing, there's no direct implication on that in a way in terms of how the Americans fare, the works and everything. But guess what? The border is closed. People are excited. Simple things like that. Everything, no matter. So, and that is because they know the opposition are working. You think the shenanigan, what about that is happening in New York with the mayoral election? You think there'll be, it rattled the base of the Republican up. They've all at the declaration of that result, that their primary, all the Republican pundits, media, contact every fucking one of them, drop everything that we were doing and focus on, say, pay attention. Say, come, something is happening in New York. Because that mayorally defied the establishment of the Democrat establishment party. The guys who determine who is the presidential candidate, who run the Democratic Party. That Mandani candidate defied that power and was able to rally the young people in the street. That's what happened. And the Democrats who are shaking because they could relate. That's exactly what happened. The Democrat base, the deplorables, the MAGA, it took them about 7 years, but they overrun the party. And that's why President Donald Trump is the president today. So they saw what is happening. They saw what is coming. That come, this is our footprint. This is us. And if anything is not done, there's going to be a problem. So when you have a society like that, when you have people so divided in their ideology and they all believe in the power of people to make whatever, even if they want a movie, but so there's more you can do outside not constantly paying attention what the people are talking about, always influencing the people. So Toby, our Una politician, after 2 years in office, switched the trajectory of focus on the people, started focusing on the election. It is because you trust, your opposition that is now going to do the needful to change the people's minds. Enough to take me out of power. So what's the point? So looking ahead of 2027, Obi reaffirmed his commitment to serve only one term if elected president, pledging not to exceed 4 years. I think I will take that. I'll take this more. I'll take this. This should be the headline. Straight up. Oh, 2027, if I mean, stay on that. If they go to come outside now, they will begin fire you. This is what Sowore wants. Make him talk for your office. Make media get to work. Make debate start. That's power. That's what he wants. That used to be Tinubu, you know. Tinubu know they come out and make noise. They will just bring out a communique. Before you know, all the media, yeah. So exactly what will be has come up that we don't. Atiku Save has been in that level for a minute. That's Atiku cough. Newspaper, everybody go. So that's the level Sowore wants to get to. So I felt that the old antics, protests, is not happening, and police go well, but people don't send you. You go take for that police station. The way things they go. So if you think that what happened to the kind of love Dele Farotimi received during his own ordeal, that you are going to get an alayo. It could work. It ain't gonna work, man. Just change it. Change it. Obedience and focus. Articulated, no give a fuck about you like that. The agbados, they are focused. They are doing good. Obedience and focus. Obedient. A sleepy wide with one eye open. Where we want to go next? What's the next move? So to get to this level, show what you have to do. You have to change. You have to align with the base. You have to align with the time. It's like last year you don't to be on to take for jail. He also retaliated his need for strong political institution, vowing to ensure that political parties function independently and effectively. So now this is what I don't understand. As 2 days ago, I saw an headline that says Obi Atiku oppose a new. I think they are trying to set up. There's a bill out there trying to establish another body independently to monitor, to conduct election, to register parties, to register people, and all that kind of shit. They want to take that power away from INEC, I think. I mean, I use the word I think because I just saw the headline and I'm not bothered to read to go detail, but I was like, what are these people up to again? So I push it aside. If it's important, I think we'll come back again. I will see them again another form. So maybe because of this now I have to go back again. Actually pay attention to what will be said if it contradicts this. Anyway, I want political parties to be bigger than the president and governor. That way, we can ensure discipline and order be added. These are just story, but it's okay. Let me see how many more. I still get to work. Anyway, so Sowore wants to be the level we will be the enjoy now. Anytime it will be mess, newspaper, everybody go the debates how they make, what kind of smell the mess, the sound, and how far you reached. It's all right. Did you imagine as Peter will be governor OT road before NMD Usman, other party leader? Okay, I think I have to give it to this guy first. This is Volvo. I'm one of his hardest critics. The guy, it's not visible. It's not visible. We should do more, but again, I think he's playing the media. He's taking the high route. Don't they be like Obi? That's my problem. Obi has the foundation. What I mean, the foundation. Obi get base and know him from. So go and do the work. Go work with the people. I'll say, plus I go join politics. I will have to be active. I I need to lead by example. I need to lead by example, I think. Because these people didn't impress me at all. They're not impressing me. Nobody's out there doing the work. I don't know about ADC. Governor Sule downplay opposition impact in 2027 election. I agree with you. PDP is where you belong. Please come back. Bala Mohammed. When I leave, well, I'll be not listening to those people. But we'll see. See all this one. See these people too. This one, establishment poster boy. And legend that I can. See, I ain't a married lawyer. See, this kind of things they make my brain a glitch. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for Sowore and his presidential 2027 flag off. So the guy Sowore don't start it. He don't start a campaign. So let's see how long it will be on the news. Good night. I think it won't be that. Let's see how long he will be on the news. Let's see how long he will be on the news. Kudos to Sowore. It's not easy to be on the news. Abio is doing well. It's not easy. But at this point, it should be easy for him, right? It's coming from a media. He has his own platform, one of the biggest platform. Biggest platform, maybe. Well, at that point, big party IT. In terms of Nigeria, before, in fact, even Arise News, nobody cares about Arise News. So, I think we should stop giving a pat on the back. We should stop giving pat on the back. He's been a leader for too long for him to be going through this mediocrity to announce in 2027 election. No, I'm disappointed. You have a political party. You have a movement before a political party. Obi never get party. Imagine say Obi don't get party. Now only movement they do shakara, they like this. By the time Obi can't get your own party, say this party belongs to Obi and his gang. What will happen? So I think Sowore is enough for him. There's no more pat on the back. We are demanding for results. What do you have to show for it? What do your party have to show for being in existence for more than 5 years? Show us. So enough of all this. I'm disappointed. This is the cheapest route that even me I know go take to if I want to announce my 2027 election. What kind of shit is this? It's bigger than that. Anyway, we'll see later. Gas goes to work. So the Dios, if you see Sowore, tell us say I'm disappointed. Where is his disciples? My comrade, Amori, if you are listening to me, shame on you people. Shame on you, and shame on Una. If this is the way to announce your 2027 election, Una no go get 10,000 votes. Kí ló ń pè ọmọ ọ̀rẹ́ mi ní Adó Èkìtì. Foley, shame on you. Shame on you. Who again I know that is a follower of Sowore. You know, if you are a Sowore follower out there, if you are a member of AAC, shame on you. Shame on you for disturbing our peace. We are focused on Obi. We are focused on Obi. At this point, we are focused. We are focused on where Obi is going next. Because I'm saying we. I'm including myself because I'm not here to take them for granted. Because even though this kind of strategy I never seen it before, I'm not going to take it for granted. Yes, I am not among those that took 4 people tweeting on the room for granted. But at the same time, I am among those people that didn't give them chance at all. So in that vein, I was defeated. So I don't want to be defeated twice. So I'll shut the fuck up and wait. Because that the same thing, the benefit of that I gave the Democrats. Because when Democrats misbehave, they misbehave. Few hours to election, they never see get candidate. I thought they are up to something, not knowing that that is their end. So I don't want to write out the obedience. The fact that they don't have a home right now, they are homeless. You know, I don't want to. It could be by choice. So I don't want to. I don't want to take them for granted. But I just watch them. Maybe they have something of the cloud that I can't even phantom yet. So, but that of Sowore fuck up. We don't fail. If this is how you are going to announce your 2027, uncle, you know go work. We expect more. We expect more from you than Obi at this point. If you actually still want us to be they put you in the same pedigree in terms of having the presidential conversation, what would they put you there? The expectation not high now. This nonsense that you just pull off, so we don't upgrade the criteria. Nah. We need more. We expect more. So if you want us to include you in 2027 conversation, uncle, you have to show us that you have 10,000 followership. Strong. I'm not asking for too much. No one asks for millions. Just 10K. You have to demonstrate this. However you want to prove it, I don't know. But you just got to do it. If not, I will take it. I will take it as an offense. Anywhere I did when they discuss the presidential campaign and they push your name, I'll be offended. I'll take it personal. I'll take it personal. I will take it personal. If Sowore cannot display 10,000 membership of AAC between now and the end of this year, make I no put down for that corner. You have the next 5 months. Which month will they serve? Next 4 months. To prove that you are worthy of being in the same conversation with people like Gregory, Obi, the 6 million strong, people like the president, Atiku, at least at this point now, those people are saying themselves apart. We Kongozo self, Kongozo, you get one governor and I make me see they put you above Sowore small. I just small. You are on probation. I don't know if we are going to add you to that 2027 conversation yet. Name is written in pencil. I've clean now. So at this point, going to 2023, 2027 election, there are only 3 people. I've been only 2 self. I think at this point, 2 people don't go. 2 people are set themselves apart. I think there are only 2 people. In my view, there are only 2 presidential candidates going to 2027. Obi and Atiku. Who wins? Become the president 2023, 2031. Whoever thought between Obi and Atiku, 2027, either numbers or position, will be the likely president from 2031. So to the AAC family, I don't would. You guys are graduate now. I don't even finish a master's, so it's over. It's over. The expectation is no longer noise making. It's no longer going viral. It's no longer you rolling protest. No. We are not going to hate against you, but we are not going to factor into the conversation of 2027 anymore. If all you've been doing is to say, I've been jail, I've been protest, if that's all you are going to have going into 2027 presidential conversation, no. Now, adult arena be this. Even the obedience, who were time as novice and young, now they don't graduate. They be baptized. They have gone to the baptismal of backbones, of rigging, of everything that you can think of. I've been trained at the obedience and they took it. They didn't take it that way like that. But but you know, they are coming up. They are coming up. They are coming up. So we are going to in an adult room. We are going to be having an adult conversation now. The idea is, fight for democracy. I was arrested. I was the obedience. I've done all that. Obedience, we were massacred. Obedience, they took bullets. So if you are anybody who is still coming that I deserve to be president because I fought for democracy, should shove it. The obedience generation, the Gen Z generation took bullets. They shed blood. So, Zova, what have you been doing for the last, let's say, 3 years? We we give you the benefit of doubt. 3 years. Not doing for Nigeria. In this, that small responsibility that you were given as a party leader, as a movement leader, what did you got to show? What do you have to show for it? That's what we are going to be asking, because enough is enough. What do you have to show for the last 3 years since the adventure of 2023 presidential election? How far have you managed the little responsibility you have given? If not 16,000 you get, show us this is how you are able to keep that 16,000. Because if there's anything you can see, the obedience will say, we still keep our momentum going. All you need to do is to pay attention to the social media. They dominated it. Sowore used to be the owner of internet in Nigeria. Both the news, both the good news, the bad news, the propaganda, whatever that you can think of, Sowore monopolized everything. Obedience have come and destroyed the guy. Politically speaking, they are in charge of the social media and they're in charge of internet. Even when the man who is the president understands media more than any other politician in this country, still they still find a way to dominate the social media. Give it to the obedient. So there's so many reasons they deserve to be in 2023 conversation, even as they never get political party. That can be forgiven. That can be forgiven. But I still question that wisdom, that rationale, that strategy. But as I said, I ain't gonna take them for granted. I ain't gonna question them. I'm just gonna look, observe, watch, learn if they succeed. If they don't succeed, trash them. But to the Sowores and the AAC, gone are the days that I fought for democracy. I was in jail. Mbano. Done. Come to the adult room with achievements as a leader within the last 3 years. Ladies and gentlemen, what they saw. Ciao, ciao.